WP dragons inherently manifest when there is a certain amount of something that people see as precious. You wake up one day to find a very confused dragon in your 40k figurine room. Crash. Oh no. I leap out of bed, tossing the covers aside. My wife sits bolt upright in terror, eyes fully open, but her brain clearly not quite all there yet. Woo. She grunts, blinking. I am already throwing open the bedroom door and racing down the hall. I slip on the slick flooring and fall on my ass with a thud, sliding a few feet. I grab the door jamb and stop myself from going further, hauling myself up in a panic and ripping open the door. I reach in and flick on the light, ready to panic. Then I stop. Never had a dream this vivid. I say, rubbing my face. It felt so real. The crash sounded so real, so close. I thought a shelf had collapsed, maybe a display case. I had visions of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, countless hours of back pain and squinting, and thinning paint, wasted and scattered on the floor. But clearly it wasn't real, because that's a dragon. Sure, it's tiny and stuff, but it's a dragon. It's the size of really big cat. Or a kind of small dog. I'm not really clear on the measurements yet. I stare at it and it stares at me. It's bright red, scaly. A dragon. Sharp teeth. Yellow eyes. Swishing tail. Wings tucked against her back. 4 limbs, 2 wings. Not a wyvern, not a worm, a dragon. Bite-sized. I say, chuckling. I'm going back to bed. The dragon turns and looks at me. It tilts a scaly head, 2 sleek horns sprouting from a square head and pointing straight back. You're a loser. It says. I stop heading back to bed and look at the dragon. Well, I say, motioning at the room full of Warhammer figures, carefully painted and displayed. Do you think that's the first time someone said that to me? Try harder. No. It says, shaking its head and leaping over to one of my display cases. It peers inside. Tadien. Really? I mean, come on, vanilla is a delicious flavor, but this is like ice cream without sugar. Hey now. I say, walking over the dragon. The dragon. Man, I gotta quit reading fantasy until I fall asleep. Ridiculous. You're being rude. Tatacha, now that will put some hair on your chest. At least they're rough around the edges, fun. And ultramarines. You can have one plain Jane army, you can't have 2. Do you go to Baskin Robbins and just chew on the sample sticks? I kneel down and poke the dragon. It jumps back, offended, puffing smoke from angry little nostrils. Then suddenly it is on me, scampering up to my shoulders. It feels so real. This all feels a little too real. This isn't a dream, is it? I whisper, eyes wide. The dragon takes my hand in little claws and looks into my eyes, blinking in that sideways lizard way that freaks everyone out. A nightmare, more like. It says, where are the orcs? The Tor. Necrons. It's like you picked lawful good as a personality, and that's just so boring. What the hell is my wife is in the doorway and her mouth drops open. The dragon looks at her, tilting its head again. Hello. It says. I am here to hoard. Yeah. She says dryly, walking over and poking the dragon. It crosses her arm and slinks around her shoulders. Then, its eyes light up. There. It says. She walks with it to a shelf. Half-finished models in bright yellow, red, green lay strewn about. The dragon is excited, scampering out and looking them over. Kit bashing and color and fun. Now this is a horde I can get behind. It looks at her and then nuzzles her chin with its scaly head, purring. Purring. I glare. She looks at me and smiles. Told you. She says, sticking her tongue out at me. I do it back. We are going to need more space. The dragon says, looking around. I've been saying that for years. My wife says, scratching the dragon behind the ears. I'm no entirely sure if dragons even have ears. I rub my eyes again. Now tell me, it has been many years since I have been able to play. Tell me, What has changed in the last 10 or 15 years? I suck my teeth and my wife and I share a glance. The dragon looks confused. What? It says. You might want to sit down for this.